Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. The death of a pet, and I'm talking about my cat. See, most probably you're watching this video because you have suffered the death of your cat, beloved cat, or maybe out of curiosity you're watching this video. See, I'm a Muslim, and it's my belief, being a Muslim, that whatever happens, like birth or death, is from Allah, and Allah has written it before even our birth, that who would die at what time. So my beloved cat died this year, 2019, and I would just say that if anything I say could reduce your pain or agony, I would be really glad that I said something that could reduce your pain. See, it's something that cannot be understood by someone who has not suffered this, because when we bring a cat into our lives, into our homes, not to sell it again, but to keep it as our beloved. I don't know what how cats mesmerize you, how they become a part of your life, and when you would not even imagine of your cat's death. But being a Muslim, I always knew that one day I also have to die. Allah has created me, Allah has created my cat, and Allah can and shall at any time call my cat back or me back, because this is the way life has to be. And on the day of judgment, which is called Qiyamah in my religion, we have to be answerable for anything good or bad that we did. And I'm not a scholar or anybody. I'm a very ordinary person. I just know that animals, and as I'm talking about cats, I think they are one of the loveliest creatures of Allah, and they give you so much that you cannot even imagine. And it's just that my cat was I sometimes used to see my cat straining while urination, and I thought it's I did not take it that seriously, but after one day, actually, I saw my cat drooling from the mouth and moving one of its back legs towards its, like, this part of the cheek and ear, and I took my cat to the vet, and my vet says that because my cat had fallen from only two stairs. I saw my cat falling, and I told the vet also. So my vet said that he checked my cat and said that my cat is having pain in the back leg, so please do this and this. And then finally my cat was like walking okay, but I used to see my cat chewing food very, very gradually. And so I called the vet. I said, my cat is chewing the food very gradually. He said sometimes, I don't know what he said, but he did not ask me to take it very seriously. He did not say anything like that. And I think after my cat's death, I realized that maybe it was suffering from either ear pain or tooth pain, because it was drooling. When I took my cat to the vet, its mouth was drooling. I said to the vet, why is it drooling? He said it's normal. He said it's just because he's in a new environment in the clinic or something. Though inside my heart I felt something is wrong, but I just believed in my vet. And in my country or in my city, I don't think it's very easy to find good vets, or maybe I don't know. It's on my cat's death day, I felt some things very different in my cat. I mean, like, I was never so careless in my life, but maybe I was, and I know that, on the day of judgment, I have to be answerable for whatever, carelessness or irresponsibility I showed towards my cat. It's just that my cat was supposed to be vaccinated, a few some time back, and I had the vaccination card, and I could not even imagine that on the day of the vaccination, the date of vaccination, my cat would not be alive anymore. And the day my cat died, it had its food as it normally does in the morning, and my cat used to love chicken and boiled chicken, and I'm just so sorry to Allah and my cat if I whatever I did, I mean, being careless or being anything like that, because Allah has been the kindest to me by blessing me with cats, and it's just that there is no shortcut about it. I mean, I know, I mean, if you have just lost a cat, I know, I mean, you want to know that the pain might go away. If I'm a Muslim, and I had to realize that if Allah can give you something, Allah can take it back also. So never take anything for granted. Don't think that anything is because Islam really is very affectionate about cats and being kind to animals. I mean, kindness is something really loved in Islam, and as a Muslim, I'm supposed to be very kind to animals, and I should be very cautious of the fact that I don't hurt any animal. Even on the streets, I don't kick any animal just for fun, and so I don't do that. Obviously, Allah save me from doing that. May Allah save me from doing that. And see, I would suggest never take anything lightly. I mean, if you see something very different in your cat's behavior, or very awkward, or very something that just bothers you inside, that this is something that my cat does not normally do. This is not the way my cat normally works. This is not the way he or she urinates or passes stool. This is not the way he goes and sits in a corner, or she sits in a corner. So if you don't feel comfortable with the vet to which you have to whom you have gone to, please maybe switch to another. You think if you could find a better vet or something, because you would not want to, I mean, lose your cat, obviously. It's just that the pain is there. I realized that maybe instead of wasting time here and there, maybe should spend more quality time with your cat, because they follow you around in the house. They want to be wherever you are, and they are like they're not your family, they are you. They become you, and they take you as your mother. Your cat takes you as her or his mother or father, because I mean, Islam is very strict about it, and I know I please pray to Allah that may Allah forgive me and my cat forgives me for any irresponsible behavior. Surely there were many mistakes and blunders. I'm just when my cat died, I was like I was never a very never someone who is far from reality. Like I'm very normally very blunt with people, because I do not like to pretend that I'm very happy with someone just because that would make that person happy. I'm like, I feel like that about you, or you're something you did, and I'm like, I cannot make you feel that you are really, I really like you, and behind your back I say, that this person is the most disgusting person. So, but when your cat dies, it hits you that you have to go one day also, and just because you are alive right now does not mean you would be alive the next day also, or the same day also, or in the next hour also, or in the next minute, or in the next second, because for a Muslim, like in my belief is that my main life is after my death, and that can only be comfortable if I'm doing good deeds here, and because I have to be answerable for any nice thing that I do, for like I would be rewarded for that, and for the tiniest of baddest things or anything, I have to be answerable to Allah. That if I was irresponsible towards anything that I should have been doing, I have to be answerable to Allah, that why was I acting like an idiot. And a cat just gets inside your heart and just steals it. It mesmerizes you, and once you lose your cat, that believe me, never take your cat lightly. I mean, be very loving towards it. When you pick it up, when you put it down on the floor, be very gentle while putting it down, so that it feels really that I'm in the hands of someone who is really keeping me so cozy and with love. And I am so blessed that that Allah gifted me that cat, and it steals your heart away. It just steals your heart away. I mean, yeah, mashallah, one of the loveliest creatures made by Allah is a cat. And I really love pandas too, and penguins. I'm just I would say, please pray, to Allah when you are in trouble, or even when in your happy times, because it's just that we know that inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajaun, and it's like I just believe that Allah has created me, Allah has created my cat, and one day everything has to return to Allah. What time, Allah knows. I don't know when I shall die. I don't know when my cat would have died. I could not guess. Nobody wants to think about the death of their cat. I see sometimes people mistreating cats on different occasions, and I feel so hurt. I feel so bad. Why are you doing this to them? And I'm very much against getting your cats operated, and doing anything that may hurt them, or they might feel pain. It's just that please pray to Allah that my cat, and Allah forgives me. And there's no shortcut to reducing the pain that you feel, and that can only be understood by someone who has lost a cat. Islam teaches us to be kind towards animals, and take care of them, be nice to them, because they cannot speak, they cannot be vocal about the problem they're suffering from, yet they give so much love to you, and that you are just spellbound. So so that's it, I guess. And the things that you have of your pet after it dies, those things keep reminding you of their existence, the ones that they had. And I had buried my cat under, the ground, and a few feet deep down, and I had covered it in a cloth. I had wrapped it and tied from the bottom and I think the feet, and in my own clothes, and part of my clothes, and buried it. And after the death of a cat, after a few hours, the body stiffens, it hardens, and you just realize that yes, it's true that the cat has died. It's no more. It has gone to Allah, the Creator, the greatest, the kindest, the beneficent, the most merciful, reminding us of the fact that once this is going to come to me also. I have to go away also. I have to be dead one day also, and I have to be answerable for each and every act of mine. And Islam is just that we should recite Quran, so that with understanding, trying to, because as Arabic is not my native language, so if I just read Arabic verses, I cannot understand what I'm reading out. So it's always best to read the translation along with the verses, so that we know what we are reciting, and it touches you deep down in your heart. And Allah is the only refuge that we have, nothing else. No human being, no nothing can be there for you in every moment of your life, especially agony or misery, and everything is from Allah. The death thing, the birth thing, the birth factor, death, everything is from Allah. And I believe I should be thankful to Allah that I got the cat. I should be thankful that Allah gifted me, Allah blessed me, and I should be sorrowful for anything wrong that I do or did. And it's that the journey that has begun with the birth of mine, with my birth, is going to end someday, or some hour, or some maybe seconds from right now. So may Allah, guide about what is to be done in the right way and how it should be done. So if you have lost a cat or a pet also, and I understand it, I share the pain, and I hope you feel better after watching my video. I appreciate the fact that you watched my video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.